Good evening, everyone. Jessica Hill in with your News 13 Late Night Eye on Interior Sports. Starting with the first matchups of Week 2 high school varsity football. Picking up action in the Lathrop Malamutes and Palmer Moose matchup. In the first quarter, Moose quarterback Jackson Baresh nails a 40-yard strike to Jim McCall, putting Palmer ahead 7-0. The Moose didn't look back from there, taking advantage of defensive plays after 2 interceptions, which turned into Palmer touchdowns in the second quarter, helping to put the Moose up 39-0 at the half. Lathrop worked to keep the Moose at bay after the break, allowing one more Palmer touchdown, but the Moose take this one 46-0 to move to 1-1 on the season and 1-0 in conference play. Lathrop head coach Jason Gazewood says at 0-2, his team still has some things to work out.
We're learning to figure ourselves out. This is a new offense for these guys. This is really the first game where we faced a lot of, Eagle River gave us a lot of pressure, but Palmer gave us a lot of pressure. And also, they were able to make some interceptions and turnovers and capitalize on those.
The North Pole Patriots also in action, but just down the Parks Highway in Wasilla, taking on the Warriors in the Rail Belt opener for both teams. The Patriots spotted Wasilla a 6-0 first quarter lead, but reeled off 21 consecutive first half points. Wasilla would strike 2 more times, but failed on every extra point try in the game as the Patriots win 21-18. With the victory, the Patriots move to 1-1 on the season, but more importantly, 1-0 in Rail Belt play. Wasilla drops to 0-2 on the season. Tunanic Athletics, as the head coach of the women's basketball team, has added one more person to the roster. Cody Burgess announced the signing of junior transfer Whitney Anderson today. The 5'4" point guard brings 2 seasons of experience from Edmonds Community College. She completed her sophomore year earning second-team All-Northwest Athletic Association of Community Colleges honors after helping the Tritons appear in the conference tournament for the first time in 5 years. Burgess says Anderson will bring a high level of leadership to the squad. Anderson is Burgess's 3rd recruit signed this preseason. Now to a team due to play their second in-conference game of the season this Saturday. The Monroe Catholic Rams were shut out 27-0 by the Seward Seahawks in Week 1. Ram head coach Bobby Pace said his players may have underestimated the Hawks after beating them last season 25-8. Last week, the Rams had some missed opportunities, fumbling twice close to the goal line, and Pace said the 4 total turnovers didn't help the team. However, the Rams are looking ahead for their next challenge, the Valdez Buccaneers. Valdez is also 0-1 on the season after last week's 48-24 loss at Houston. Pace is looking for a win on Saturday in front of some friendly faces at the Big Dipper. The Rams have proven to be successful on home turf after going undefeated at the Dipper last season. So far, Pace is happy with the team's captains and their leadership styles. And one senior, Isaiah Weeks, has noticed a change in attitude at practice after the Seward loss.
Our team has been fired up. Our hidden drills just going off the charts. Everyone's hitting this week, and everyone's blocking this week. So we're out there, just can't wait to see what we're going to do against Valdez.
I'm hoping they're learning from that experience last week, and even though they've beat Valdez before, they've also been beaten by Valdez before. So I hope they come in with the right attitude.
Staying in the Great Land, we're headed down to Delta Junction as Nikiski invades Husky territory on Saturday. Both teams come into the 11 o'clock game winless as Delta dropped a 26-24 game to Ketchikan, while Nikiski dropped a 14-6 game to Homer. Saturday's game will be the first conference matchup for both teams. Meanwhile, the Eielson Ravens open up with Greatland play, hosting Barrow at 6 o'clock Saturday evening. The Whalers come into the contest at 1-0 following a 14-8 win over the South Anchorage Junior Varsity. The Ravens are 0-1, dropping the season opener to 3rd-ranked Kodiak last Saturday. The Ravens struggled in that game to find any sort of rhythm on offense, with their lone touchdown coming up on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. By no means is a loss to Kodiak a reason to push the panic button. In fact, head football coach David Devon says he wants to see more patience.
Those are the things that we're trying to do. We 3-4 yards of carry, and then we pop a 10-12 yarder, 3-4 yards of carry, pop another one. And, it's just the guys got to learn to be a little bit patient with it. We've got to be patient with it as coaches.
And that's going to wrap it up for now, but make sure to stay tuned for your weekend weather forecast with Micah Johnson. I'm Jessica Hill, and you're watching News 13.